Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment or a subscription. Any or all help the channel grow and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we laid out these two lines of refineries, and I laid the third one off camera because it was exactly the same thing you'd seen before. So today we're going to be figuring out what we are going to be doing with all of this heavy oil residue we were making use of. Now, I do have a correction to something I said last episode. So if I put this refinery down, I said we were going to use this residual fuel recipe to turn the heavy oil residue into fuel. We're not. That wasn't the plan at all. I got it completely wrong. What we're actually going to use is a blender. Because, if I can find someone to just pop it down, the plan is we are going to be using this diluted fuel recipe. So we're going to take the 50 oil, 100 water, and we're going to be doubling that. So this is going to give us a huge amount of fuel, and then I plan to try and turbo fuel it after that. So yeah, this is going to be pretty big, and hopefully it's going to generate us an absolute metric ton of power. Not even done the maths on that bit yet. But we need to work out that next floor today on how we are getting everything put through. So, first thing I'm going to deal with is the nice easy stuff, the solids. Because right now we don't need more plastic, we don't need more rubber. I am genuinely just going to resource sink all of that so we don't have to worry about it. Now it's here in case we do want to come back and we do want to do stuff with it. But for right now, I'm not going to trouble myself with it. I'm just going to get shot of it. And yeah, be done. Right, let's make sure that's all lined up. Right, where are you going to be? You're going to be there. So we've got 3 lines. Oh, come on, missing cable. 2 cable. Oh, and I can't put craft bench on top of that. That's fine. Right, can you make me... I'm going to need more than 2 cable because I'm going to need to wire the things in. So let's just set some of that up. Okay. There we go. So that's you in line there. And there. So then we can just literally go like that. And power that in. And this will deal with the solid quite nicely for right now. Yeah. So that is that taken care of. Okay. And that's just going to keep that wearing away. Now, for the liquids, this is where it's going to be a bit more challenging, because what we need to do is we need to join 3 of them. So what I'm thinking, if we grab our... Where are we? I'm thinking if we get... Let's just do it here. If we get 3 of those, that's going to be, I don't know, call it our lower ones. We can then hook these in for the full. So this is what I mean by it. So you're the full one, aren't you? So if we from here have do that. What's that? Yeah, so that's in line there. There we go. Okay. So then we grab that, you should be able to go in there. There's a nice right angle. You will go in there as a nice right angle. And then we can put these on top. Come on. Yeah, because you're coming out there, aren't you? Let's try and bring you out, and then we'll at least see where you're coming to. Okay. And then we can grab you, and you're going to go like that. 1, 2. There we go. Oh, I'm out of copper sheeting. Okay, so I need to go and get some copper sheeting and stuff. But the plan will then be, we'll then have the 3 on top as the full 600 pipes, and then here we'll have a junction cross where we join those 3 lower ones together into a 4th one, and then we'll pump it all, I don't know, upstairs to the next floor where we're going to try and figure out all the blenders. So let's actually just have a look at the blender recipe, and then we can have a look to see how much we might need, or how many we might need. So if we go to the blender, so each one of those takes 50, and we're going to have 600, so that is 600 by 50, so that's 12. We're going to have 4 pipes of that, so that is 12 times 4, so we'd need 48 blenders. There we go, that's what we need to make the 48 blenders, oh my word. Okay, and that doesn't count any of the piping that we're going to need to do, or any of the concrete for the next floor. So yeah, this is where we get the whole me not booping stuff comes in, because I'm not going to be booping that. You guys are going to be here watching me with this. So I'm going to make a cut now to go and get some resources, but then we'll be back to try and continue this. So yeah, see you guys in a moment. Okay, and we are back, and I'm going to say finally, because that required multiple trips backwards and forwards to get the resources. And yes, I know, I can already hear you all in the comments saying, why don't I just get an inventory mod that lets me have a much bigger inventory? And I've had a few questions about mods actually in the comments recently, and the main reason that I'm keeping this as an unmodded playthrough is so that if in, I don't know, being optimistic here, 2 years time, people are watching this series and they're still wanting to go through it, I don't want them to be in a situation where they are unable to follow along with anything I'm doing because it's modded and that mod's no longer in support or anything along those lines. And yes, I know an inventory mod's not exactly gonna, you know, break the bank. It's not super sort of changing how the game plays, but I kind of just don't want to start down that slippery slope, as it were. I want to keep it as unmodded as possible so that the game is kind of pure, and anyone that's following along can follow along exactly as they want to, and they don't have to worry about anything along those lines. So that's kind of the logic that I'm working with on that. So yeah, that's where I'm going to go with this. Right, this one is going to be a little bit of a spaghetti mess. Right, you are going into that, because the other one that's coming along here is probably going to need to turn a bit. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Put you there. And then, are you going to turn nicely like that? No, because that's going to clip. So we'll have to go up again. Yeah, that works. That's not clipping. And then if we do this, hoping it will go down and turn at the same time. Lovely. Oh, what on earth went on there? Right, you are going into that side. Okay. So yeah, and then, like I said, the plan is going to be we will have like a junction across here. And the lower ones are going to loop in like so. To combine us into a... Yeah, I know that's already filled up, but that'll then combine us in. So let's just bring this last one over. So you are sneaking underneath. Do you know, I'm actually going to change this one. Right, let's put you there. You are going to have a lift. Yeah, and you're just going to go straight through like that. You're then going to go under like that. And then we'll take you out, take this top one out. And just put you back like that. That's neater. Yeah, that's a much more neater way of doing it. Right, okay, so you are still coming along this way. But now you can come under quite nicely. And you're going to go there. And... why are they elevated? No, you're just not completely in that corner. Right, come on. That looks better. There we go. Much better. Okay, and you are going to need to go on top there. Come on. I'm going to find it interesting, actually, where with update 8 they have said that it... they've kind of corrected how it's slightly off on the aim. I think that's going to be really interesting to see how that feels. If I'm completely honest. Right, I think we're going to have to do the same job here with a lift. There we go. No, not a refinery. I just want the belt. Thank you. And then you... doing that. You're coming up to here, and you are going to go around to there. Cool. So that is then all of our heavy oil residue now feeding out. Now we need to get it going up. Now we have a set of 4. So now, I think what we do is we grab... where's a... one of them. Pipeline support. And now we're going to go 1. Didn't mean for that to be straight in line there. Then for it to kind of be shooting down the middle. Like that. And then we'll have 1, 2. And you can go there. You can go into that one. And then you can go into this one. And you try and just bring it forward enough that it doesn't clip. Ooh, that is going to clip, isn't it? Do you know what? I'm just going to deal with it. I just am. There's no two ways around it. Right, okay, so then we want to bring this out. Okay. And here we have our bits, and yeah, so you're in kind of that center line, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then hopefully actually you can be brought all the way over here. Yep, that's perfect. That is absolutely what I wanted to see. Vertical, no, not vertical, straight up. Okay. The finagling that we wind up doing, don't we? Just for the love of a nice, neat factory. Right. I think that's vertical now. Okay. So now we want to take these and we want to fill them out. Okay, take away these two. Right, then you are going straight up. You are going to come down. Yep. You're also going to come down, and handily I've got that one lined up, so that should work nicely. And you're going into that one, and you're going into that one. Cool. But then none of that should have the pressure to go anywhere. Because I don't think it will get all the way up. Okay, so this is where we're then going to need our pipes. Motors. Did I grab... I didn't grab motors, did I? Oh, no, I did grab motors. They're all the way over here with the blenders. Did I grab spare motors? I may not have grabbed spare motors. That may be a problem. We'll have to wait and see. Right, okay. So, let's... Yes, we want our pumps. And... 1. Encased industrial beams. Oh, I could have sworn I grabbed spare ones of those. Buoy. Bad words I can't say. Right, okay. Let's go back and get those then. Okay, right, and we're back, and I've got the encased industrial beams now, so hopefully we can finish off with these. There you go. Motors. Cool. Okay. So we will want... Yeah, concrete. I dumped all of that over here. So we can grab that. We'll make a Mark II power pole. Yeah, dropped all the concrete off there to make sure I had the space to get... See, loads of encased industrial beams. So we'll just put a few of them in there because I'm sure we'll probably wind up wanting them somewhere along the lines. Okay. So we then, like I said, want the power pole Mark II. Because that is then going to deal with all of these. And then that is that one down there. And you just need to be hooked into something. There we go. Right, that should turn all of them on, and they should start pumping away, getting it all the way up. Lovely. Okay, so up here, we need to fill out a chunk of this concrete, because we need 4 lines of 12 blenders. It's going to be fun. I've not even started thinking about the water yet on how much of that we're going to need. I'm now worried that we're going to trip our power trying to make more power. How are we looking? Well, we have climbed. Cool. Yeah, blue. That max consumption is way above. Okay. Alright. Let's keep going. So, we want to grab the casings and the motors. So, let's drop these off. Grab... can we fit all of them? We can fit all the casings. We're not going to fit all the motors, but that will hopefully be enough to get some going. So we can then work out some of the spacing. So, we want production blenders. Okay. Ooh. So, don't have any power up here to hover with. Right, okay. So we don't have any blueprints for blenders. So let's see, can we... modular frames. Do I not have any modular frames on me? Well, I can't do because it won't let me build it. No. Okay. No modular frames, which means no blueprints then. Okay. Just have to do this the old-fashioned way. And try not to drift. Right, okay. So. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Come on. 6. Okay, and then we need to expand the floor out. I saw that floor coming up. I was worried we were running out of room. But, oh no. No, we've got so many refineries. It's not a problem. Right, how many is that? 6. Okay, so this is half of one row. 7, 8... 9. That's not tucked as tightly as it could be. 10. 11. Right, okay. I'm now looking at all this and I'm going, I don't know we're going to have the resources to turbo fuel all of this, because that is a lot of fuel, because each one of those is going to throw out 100. So that's, what, 1,200 fuel immediately, just there. And that's just with one line. And trying to turbo fuel all of that afterwards. I don't know we're going to be able to bring in enough sulfur and coal, if I'm completely honest. So I'm genuinely sitting here going, we might just make do with this, because I was doing some mental maths earlier while I was flying backwards and forwards getting resources for all of this, and I was like, okay, so our current biggest non-turbo power plant has 3 floors with 50 fuel generators each, and that was generating a huge amount of power. I'm pretty sure it's generating more than our fuel, our turbo fuel power plant. And doing the maths with this is going to run 8 floors of 50 generators each. And it's just like, and that's without the turbo fuel. And I'm like, okay, that should keep us going to nuclear. I really hope it will keep us going until we hit nuclear. Because otherwise yeah, I really don't want to have to do sort of like this level of expansion again. Because it's, this is big. I'll admit, I know I've gone ham with all the blenders and everything, so they're just going straight into fuel, but I mean, I want to maximise it as much as possible. Right, okay, so we need, we're going to need these all the way along. Hang on, did that last one slip? It did. Okay, right, so that is then going to be the fuel, or not the fuel, the heavy oil residue. No. I think I'm going to have to go and try and find some modular frames, or some modular frames to make a blueprint bit soon. We can at least get this first row set up, but even so, we still need to bring the water in, which is going to be fun. Right, okay. And then you're going to come right there. Like that. Okay, so that's now going to flood heavy oil residue all the way down there. And then we do need to put Mark 1s in here. So we can fill all of this up. And then we'll need to do the same when we start getting the water, but even so, the water's going to be crazy enough as it is, because we're going to need to bring in 2 pipes of water for each row of these. On account of it needs twice as much water as it does heavy oil residue. Oh, blimey. Okay. So, I'm going to want a way to get that out. That should give us the room there. So let's get this next set going. But I think I'm just going to, again, finish this bit off camera, because I don't think you guys necessarily need to watch me lay out all of these, because you've seen me do one row and the others are going to be exactly the same. So I'm going to start doing the wrap up now. So as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they will help the channel grow. They help get it out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. It is very much appreciated. Thank you very much to my patrons. Please don't forget that as a patron you do gain access to the save file for both this and Stranded Deep, so that you can explore those worlds at your leisure. Also, we do have the Discord going, so feel free to drop over there. I've got it set up so it will automatically notify you of any new videos coming out. So yeah, if YouTube doesn't let you know, the Discord will. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time, when hopefully the other rows are all in place.